After breaking her musical hiatus with a sensual serving of anti-seasonal and sultry singleton songs, Would You Like That and Only, respectively, award-winning and multi-platinum selling R&B recording artist Rowlene enjoys a quest for love, life alignment, and synchronicity with her latest EP, Frequency. Now let's find out a little bit more about what she has to offer and where she's been. Rowlene, welcome to the morning show.
Yay, thank you for having me.
Yay, it's so good to have you here, my goodness. I think, just having followed your journey, I'm super excited about this project, mostly. But before we talk about this project, let's talk about your decision to go on a break. What sparked it?
So my break was sparked by just trying to figure out what it is I wanted to do for myself without someone telling me what they wanted me to do or how they wanted me to sound. I wanted to do something that was aligned with what I felt like was going to be impactful and something that is authentic to me and that I can do for the rest of my life without having to go look at a textbook oh my gosh, how do I do this?
Yeah.
So it was just figuring myself out and being honest with myself at the same time. So it wasn't a weird break, it was a really good break.
I like that, because I can't imagine that, deciding to take a break, especially when, there are all eyes on you, you're collaborating with multiple artists, and then, you decide to take a break. Might be hard, because then you sometimes then tend to think that, will people even still remember me? Will they welcome me back into the music space? What kind of thought process did you get into, and were those some of the thoughts that you had to unpack before making the decision?
I felt like being in every space all the time kind of sucked a lot of energy from me that I didn't even have at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it gave me so much more power, so much more confidence. Because now I can walk in a space, I know why I'm in that room. I'm never questioning yo, I don't have imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really timing is everything,
yeah.
I feel, and I don't question anything.
Sure.
What's for me will never miss me, and the rooms that I've been in it's incredible, and I've been inspired by some of the biggest musicians.
Yeah.
And it's just been so heartwarming, because every room I go into, they accept me with these open arms, and it's sweet, and everyone's always, and I'm the type of person that always wants to learn. I'm always I know I don't know enough, and no one knows everything,
Yeah.
It's being in spaces with all these artists that I look up to. I'm always sponging up all the knowledge, or asking questions as to how I can be better. So time, you can only do that with time.
Absolutely.
I'm kinder to myself. You know what I mean? So my path is my path, and I'm happy with where I am.
Yeah, you see why I'm excited about this project and the coming project, because there's just so much power that comes with knowing, and that freedom just allows you to express your creativity as best as you can. And I think we're just going to be experiencing you in a different way.
Yes.
And I'm super excited about that. But tell us about some of the things that you got up to during your break.
I never stopped making music.
Yeah.
I think making music is a journal for me. So writing music and being able to express myself in a way that's verbal.
Sure.
And only I can listen to it in the shower and then sing and cry about it.
Sure.
But it's a way that I am now in a space where I'm comfortable to share that with other people and not think this is too personal.
Yeah.
Or will they perceive this in a way that is welcoming or with no judgment? It's a different force.
Yeah.
It's a completely different force.
Yeah. The stars are somewhat aligning.
It's full on.
Love it. Let's talk then about this EP, right? Frequency. Let's talk firstly about the name and why you decided to name it Frequency, and then the messaging that's going to come through from the songs that we're going to hear.
So as aforementioned, right, I believe that timing is so important.
Yeah.
And being aligned is so important, but also you can't chase that. That's just you obviously have to work hard. So with the whole frequency thing is I have not stopped working. Yeah. I have hard drives with music for days.
Oh, yeah.
So it's right now with the whole frequency thing is meeting the right people, having the right conversations, being in the right mind frame, being able to be impactful and help other people of color and just females and help them empower themselves, knowing that you can mix your own stuff, you can produce your own stuff, you can write your own stuff, but also don't be afraid to ask for help.
Sure.
That shouldn't be a toxic positivity thing going on. So with the whole frequency thing, even infrequent frequencies are still frequencies, and even with that, it puts you on the right path. So even when you feel you're hitting a little speed bump or roadblock, like you're supposed to, and you shouldn't question that.
Yeah.
You know, like yesterday I had this weird thing happen and I kept questioning why it's not happening. But I'm just like, you know what? It's not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And this is a part of the plan.
Yeah.
So like I'm just gonna accept that this is what God is like trying to tell me something,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna go with it.
Sure.
Because you can't fight it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like
right.
honestly, and we try so hard to control the
Resistance.
outcome
Yeah,
as well.
resistance.
True, true. What are some of the things that you do that get you into the right frequency? Do you do like chakra healing? Do you burn incense? Do you light your
we do
candles?
that. I do that. I also journal. Like
Okay.
I tend to write my thoughts down because sometimes I have like 100 tabs open and it's like, oh my gosh, I need to do this. Why is this not next? Why is it? So what I have to do in the morning specifically is, or even the night before, which really helps me, is writing down everything I need to do.
Cool.
And then not really going in a specific order, but knowing that, okay, this task is way more important than this task. So like that helps me. Definitely incense, definitely music. Music with no lyrics a lot of the time makes me feel zen, like piano, instrumental stuff makes me feel very zen. And speaking to my friends, I feel like I have a really good, like great support structure. And my friends that became family, like I feel like even when I don't want to talk about something, like they tend to distract me from what the problem is temporarily, and then I find the solution.
Sure.
So like things like that also really helps me get around.
Yeah, and those things are like good for life.
Extremely
man.
grounding. It's like it's like a big hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How can people get the EP?
Everywhere.
Sure.
Apple Music, Spotify, all of those places, all DSPs.
Cool.
Frequency, Rowlene.
Cool.
Yeah.
One more question. I know we run out of time, but I have to ask this question. So this EP is like a prelude to an album that you're working on? Okay.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna say.
That's all I'm gonna say. I don't like putting timelines on things
Cool.
because that like it leaves room for disappointment for my fans. No, for sure. Like there's definitely an album coming. I feel like with time and experience, I get to tell different stories. I can tell better stories. That's something I can be proud of. My family can be proud of, and my kids can be proud of one day.
Yeah.
So that's just I want to make an impact, and I want to be able to make music that's timeless. So I don't want to rush the process because then it won't be timeless.
I know, right? I'm super excited. I've been listening to Frequency, and I must say,
Thank you so much.
I love it.
I really appreciate
and I can't wait then for the album. You don't want to tell us much, and we're not going to rush you. At least you've left us with something to listen to while you continue to work on it.
Absolutely. I'm actually going to be dropping something pre that also just for a young,
Yay.
But yes, that I'm also excited for. It's very cute and sweet.
Oh my goodness. Listen, man, we definitely can't wait. And Rowlene definitely has an amazing story to tell. She's told us some. She's got new journeys she's embarked on and many stories that we are going to be listening to through music. Her EP is out on all digital platforms. It's called Frequency. So make sure you get it and just listen to it. And maybe get your frequency to align in one way or another. Listen, she's still around. She's going to be performing for us. So stay with us. We'll be right back.